What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Perry's Politics today. I got a few stories for you today, people. And your president, he won't let you down. He's gonna be that same racist guy that he always is, and determined to get rid of all the minorities, Latinos, and Mexicans. He's gonna do everything in his power to do it. What's up, Johnny? What's up, Sherelle?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. So, people, let's get into. Well, first, I want to say Happy Cinco de Mayo. It's not really a safe day to go out, because I used to deliver mail, and it's be parties all over the cities, right? But now that'd be a bad move because they gonna go in whether you legal or not. They gonna be picking up people. Those are spots they gonna try to ruin it. You know, basically ruin the celebration. ICE and whoever else, right? So please be safe we out there because they picking up any and everybody. Lock up your sisters, your brothers, your wives, everything. They just picking up anybody, people. Like they don't picked up so many Americans caught up in the crossfire. So, but now Trump got with this grand idea because he can't really use El Salvador the way he want to use it. He tried what's the place in Cuba? Sherelle, I can't think off the top of my head. The Navy base there.
When Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay, right? He don't tried all these things. So now he's trying to get some more federal property, which is
Alcatraz.
Yeah, Alcatraz, right? So he basically want to rebuild and expand Alcatraz, right? And this place been closed since 1963. It's a tourist attraction now. People go there and just see what this horrible prison used to be like. Nobody could escape from the place or nothing, right? But he want to go and refurbish it, expand it. And there's a reason why they closed it. He want to put all this money in there. It would take them years to even work this plan out. He wouldn't even be president or on this earth by the time it got redone. But these are his ideas. He want to go rebuild it so he can basically make it a big detention camp. That's my feelings of it, right? But here's Trump right here on this thing going into it when he was asked about him refurbishing Alcatraz.
Well, we gave some information on the plane. I think we covered everything carefully and in great detail. You probably have seen it. Have you seen the information from the plane?
Yes, I have, but just a couple of questions. Where did you get the idea for reopening Alcatraz?
Just an idea I've had, and I guess because the judges, so many of these radicalized judges, they want to have trials for every single, think of it, every single person that's in our country illegally, that came in illegally. That would mean millions of trials, and it's just so ridiculous what's happening. And it's long been a symbol, Alcatraz, of whatever it is. I mean, it's a sad symbol, but it's a symbol of law and order. And, it's got quite a history, frankly. Yeah. So I think we're going to do that, and we're looking at it right now.
And before I let y'all speak, for people who don't know what Alcatraz looked like, here's this little video clip of it, the way it used to be. Well, I guess the way it is now is a tourist attraction.
This island is a famous landmark in California. Located in San Francisco Bay, the island is home to the former Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, which operated from 1934 to 1963. The prison was home to some of the most notorious criminals in U.S. history, including Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly. After the prison was closed, the island became a National Historical Landmark and was open to the public as a museum.
Well, for people who didn't know, that's what it looked like. Now, before I get you guys give your thoughts, I think he seriously want this to be so dominant where he can just ship people where he wants to. He want to ship U.S. citizens, undocumented people, anybody he choose out of the country. But now he's getting backlash. The court is stopping a lot of this stuff. So now he want to recreate Alcatraz. So you guys can go ahead and speak on it.
Perry, I heard that Alcatraz was closed because of inhumane conditions. Is that true?
Well, it's closed. Well, to keep it up, right, from the salt water and everything else. It was too expensive to keep it open. That's why they closed it. You know,
And I heard that every time somebody attempted to leave, they ended up unalived. Is that true?
oh well, yeah. There's no way you can from the underwater currents, or if
Yeah.
that didn't get you right, the sharks did. Ain't nobody gonna escape.
Sharks.
Yeah, in the ocean.
Sharks?
Sharks,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
So basically, nobody's gonna go through all this stuff to finally escape, get over the fences and everything else, get in the water, then swim
I know. Yeah.
with that underwater current, and then
Yeah.
Jaws, the sharks coming.
Jaws.
Yeah.
So let me give you, this is some more interesting facts. Some of the most famous people were at Alcatraz was Al Capone, James Whitey Bulger. I don't remember him being there. This Machine Gun Kelly. I thought Machine Gun Kelly was a rocker. And Bumpy Johnson. Now he was a black drug lord when like wasn't Diddy's daddy? No, Bumpy Johnson's the one that he's a famous drug dealer, but I don't remember which. Did he was he with Diddy's dad?
Malcolm X. Malcolm X.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they've got whole list of famous people that went over there. But I heard that it was just a terrible prison, like old and like you said, the salt water is just I don't know. Clarence Carney. Anyway, something's wrong with Donald Trump. Something's wrong. I say it I can't even say it anymore. Now you want, so I try not to get upset anymore when he says anything because most likely it's not going to happen. People are going to protest that. You know, it's inhumane conditions. It's crazy.
Yeah. So what you think?
I just don't understand. Okay, we got to Mexicano and said not too many coming in anymore, so that's going to slow down. So they don't have that many trying to sneak in anymore. So who we plan on putting in there?
You know,
That'll be you, Pops. He'll be knocking on your door tomorrow.
Well, I'm just saying, that's the only thing. What you need some more prisons for who you expect to put in the prison. Yeah, that's what scares me.
they're going to be putting black people in by the boatloads, okay? That's crazy. Why? We already have prisons. What is he doing?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
What do you think he's doing, Perry?
No, I'm saying, I don't know besides like when he's talking about taking over Greenland and all this stuff, like I think he's just wanting to be this he want to be noticed by the world as this big negotiator, this dictator and powerful man. He want to be this powerful man. So, that place, let me go and rebuild it. Then he probably put his name on it. It might not be Alcatraz. It might be Trump prison or whatever, because he wants his name over everything. I think it's like a power grab for him.
But he confuses me. He really does, because Donald Trump wants to be known as the harshest, racist dictator there ever is. Let's just be real. He says terrible things about black people every day. He wants to get rid of all, our education in the schools and all of this. But then he goes on television. Was it last week when Deion Sanders' son wasn't getting picked to be on a team, and then he says that, this is a disgrace what's happened. Deion Sanders is a great American. Like, you don't like black people, so why are you here commenting? What are you doing? He's just a weirdo. Like, because he in his heart he's racist, but he don't want to look racist. So I'll talk to Snoop Dogg every now and then, and he's just weird. I don't know. Take all the money, build it up. We don't care anymore. Build it up.
Yeah. So Pops, what do you think? Why do you think he even toying with this idea of rebuilding it and expanding it?
Because he's going to need somewhere to put people. That just show you he's not stopping with the Mexicanos.
Mm-hmm.
He almost got this clinched tight now. So that means he ain't planning on stopping. Now, who we plan on putting in there, I don't know. I could guess, but he's not stopping whatever they got planned.
Well, did someone say they're going to put Jasmine Crockett?
Yeah.
Jasmine Crockett.
Those two been going at it, and there was something that happened with them. I guess he was giving some speech, and he said something about her, and then she went and started typing up all this stuff, going at him hard. But I've been busy. I didn't get it. But yeah, I mean, those two go at it. But I think he want to it's like a power play for him. And just like this next story I'm about ready to talk about is Israel, right? And everybody got the right every nationality got the right to live. But when you get these people like Russia want to take over Ukraine, then you get Israel. They can't come to no peace agreement. But sometimes I wonder, do Netanyahu want to come with a peace agreement? My gut feeling is he don't. He's just as crazy as Trump to me. And I think it's a power play. I don't think it's all about the hostages. A lot of people in Israel against him and this new plan to seize all of Gaza. He want to seize it all. Right?
You mean the Gaza Strip, or he wants the
Gaza Strip? Gaza Strip, right? I mean, but he want to seize it all.
What about a road to peace that both sides could benefit from? Didn't they say that?
No, he's not negotiating anything.
Oh wow,
he's not negotiating anything basically. And I think Trump wants some of it because he wants a golf course over there, a hotel. Trump is doing all this shit for a power play. And
they all fighting over land. It's all about the land. I'm saying both wars is about land.
Mm-hmm.
Israel is about the land.
Well, what about the land? Why do they want the land so much?
Well, people, I guess the more you expand, the better. I don't know. But Iran is about the land. It's all about they fighting about land. Russia is about the land.
Now I know Russia is, and then now I'm looking at it because remember Trump had all these ideas. He can make it a resort, shit like that. And half the time I got to admit, I laugh at the stupid ass ideas, thinking he can't be serious. But at times I think I underestimate Trump. And I think the fool might be serious, but Sheila says Alcatraz should be the new Mar-a-Lago for him and his family, for sure. And then speaking of that, he want ICE to pick up everybody, maybe pick up his wife.
Somebody in the chat said that land represents world domination. Do you agree with that, Perry?
Yes. That's what it's like. It's like when you play the board game Risk. Your goal is to occupy every territory in the world, not just your country. So it's world dominance. And here's this clip talking about Israel.
A major development in the Middle East. Israeli officials tell the Associated Press that a new plan has been approved to seize all the territory in Gaza and then occupy it indefinitely.
Well, the approval by Israel's cabinet of the plan would be a dramatic shift in this already brutal and grinding war, and comes as the Israeli military called up tens of thousands of reservist soldiers just this weekend. Now, critics inside Israel, most notably the Hostages and Missing Families Forum, have lashed out at the plan, calling it, and I'm quoting here, a failed strategy, since none of the 59 remaining hostages have been freed since Israel broke a ceasefire with Hamas 6 weeks ago and resumed its bombing campaign. Now, the forum also said the plan to expand military operations in Gaza, again, I'm quoting here, was against the will of over 70% of the people in Israel. Now, if implemented, hundreds of thousands of already displaced Palestinians will be pushed to southern Gaza, only worsening an already dire humanitarian crisis. For 2 months now, Israel has blocked all food, water, and medicine from entering the Palestinian territory, triggering what aid agencies are calling the worst humanitarian crisis there since the violence began nearly 1.5 years ago. Violence, which also saw the Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen launch a ballistic missile on Sunday, which hit the perimeter of Israel's main airport. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has promised to respond to the attack, saying Iran would also face consequences from the strike.
Yeah, and I think that Netanyahu know he could play United States. Like he can start all the shit he want to, but United States got to back him. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I don't know that exactly. They've been fighting for years, the Palestinians and Israel, right? So I get that, and they can never come up with a peace agreement. But I think Netanyahu just trying to bogart and take over shit. Now she said all of Gaza. That's what's coming out. They saying South Gaza, the Strip. I don't really know that area like that to specify, but they got plans on doing something, and Netanyahu don't have plans of stopping whether he got the hostages back or not. That's my opinion, but y'all go ahead and speak on it.
I'm just horrified of what I just seen. I'm guilty of, because this fight over the Gaza Strip has been going on so long. I blocked it out, but just looking at that, all the destruction, that's destruction I'm looking at. And then you will not allow in food, water, or medicine when these people have children. I feel like Benjamin Netanyahu is no better than Putin. You're just going to take somebody's land and keep unaliving them every day until you get what you want.
Yep.
These people are out of their mind.
That's it.
They're out of their mind. That kind of destruction, those buildings were leaning over. I couldn't live like that. They don't want any peace agreement. It's mine and get out. Get out. Nobody came into Vegas and kicked you out your house and told you now you live in New Mexico. It's insane. I don't like war. I don't like it. It makes no sense. Nobody lives in this world by themselves. Netanyahu is unreasonable. And I thought he had cancer and was on his way out. Didn't you hear that?
He's a wannabe dictator too.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, because it's a lot of times they want to get him kicked out and he'll pull a string, start some shit, do whatever. So you get these psychos like Trump.
Does Benjamin Netanyahu's people like him, or are they stuck with this maniac?
70, well, a lot of them, of course, he got his people around him, right? The people he paying and doing whatever. And he got that far, crazy people with him. But a lot of people, they said 70% was against him going to try to take over Gaza.
He's literally starving children, starving the people so they can get out. That is insane.
And he wouldn't be doing all this shit if he didn't know he had United States backing. And Europe is upset about it too. So
because it's inhumane. I'm gonna starve the people.
Yeah, everybody's tired of Trump kissing Yahoo's ass, right? I mean, the Candace Owens, even she's a nut job her damn self, but she got upset just how he doing it. Europe, all of Europe is upset because Trump kicked them to the side, but all up Israel's ass.
But Perry, starvation is a slow, cruel death.
He don't care.
It's a slow, cruel death. Why would you put children through this?
He don't care.
That man is sick. That man is sick.
Just like Trump don't care. But, right, Pops?
Yeah, they call them strong men, and that's who he admire, and that's what he's trying to be like,
Starving children, and he's proud of that?
Well, I don't think he's proud of it, but that's what they do. You're on the wrong side, you're on the wrong side. They don't make a difference because it's kids in the village. If they throw the bomb over there, they bomb the kids up too. And they just try to keep it hid a little bit. But
yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like,
nobody pays for it but the regular people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the regular citizens,
just like here in America, the regular guy eat the worm.
Wasn't President Obama talking about a two-state solution? You just can't tell somebody it says in the Bible, this is my land, get out. They say no, and then you start unaliving them one at a time. It's insane.
Right.
See what happened? That was their land, Israel. It was the Palestinian land.
Right.
They went to war. I think it was 1967. And anyway, they lost some of their land in Palestine for war. They lost it, and they want it back. And not only did they not give it back to them, they kept expanding. So that's what the fight all about.
How long are we going to do this?
It's been going on for years and years, haven't it?
Yeah, a long time.
Where's the end game to this? This is crazy.
You know what, for real, like, I'm not no historian that got too deep into this war with the Palestinians and Israel, but to me, it's like Israel. This is my opinion. They don't even want the other race to exist.
No, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah,
you make the mistake of saying that the people are probably tired of war. They're probably tired.
They don't want it. He's doing what he want to do.
Yeah.
It's like in the United States, Trump doing what he want to do. It's sort of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he coming up with all this bullshit. And then to go on to another story. Now, Trump was asked in the ABC interview about upholding the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, and he couldn't even answer it, right? And then in this same clip I'm about ready to play, then he's talking about adding some more tariffs on. Now, this is against the foreign movie companies. He's saying that it's a national threat. I don't know. He said it's a threat to our economy to have their movies over here, that all the movies should be made in the United States. But here's a clip, and then I want to hear what y'all feel about this. 100% terrorist you want to add to them.
Comments from President Trump where he sure seems to question something fundamental to our democracy. What happened was he had an interview, it was a new one, and he was asked if, as president, he needs to uphold the U.S. Constitution. Multiple times he answered, quote, "I don't know." He also made new announcements over tariffs on another industry, Hollywood.
The president's unpredictable trade moves continued over the weekend. Last night, he said he is imposing a 100% tariff on movies produced outside the United States. And he said he's doing it for two reasons. Number one, because he thinks the U.S. movie industry is dying. And number two, because films produced overseas are, in his words, a national security threat.
If they're not willing to make a movie inside the United States, then we should have a tariff on movies that come in.
On his way back from Florida on Air Force One, President Trump suggested trade deals could come as early as this week, but says he'll set new rates whether the deals happen or not.
I'll set my own deals because I set the deal. They don't set the deal. I set the deal.
Earlier, in an interview with NBC News, he was asked about some economic warning signs, like slowing growth. Trump insisted the cost of groceries is coming down, but it is not, according to the latest Consumer Price Index report. This weekend, the president would not fully commit to upholding the right to due process. His administration has swiftly moved to deport thousands of migrants, but court challenges have slowed down the effort.
See, there's lying ass go again. So
he lies about everything. The prices of groceries have not gone down. Perry, make sure you make that perfectly clear. That's a bold-faced lie.
Right. And he said the price of gas is $1.90. He got mad at Fox, and I couldn't find the clip, but what's this old racist I can't think of the guy's name, but he's an old timer in the Republican Party. Not Rush Limbaugh, he been passed away, but
Karl Rove.
Yeah, that's him. He was on there saying how ridiculous Trump is. He couldn't take the criticism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how can you be telling Americans to suck it up with the tariffs instead of your children getting 100 baby dolls? Maybe they just get 2. So that shit come from an arrogant rich asshole, right?
Yeah.
That they children getting it all. His kids right now is racking up so much fucking money.
Yeah.
From getting foreign money from everybody. Nobody's talking about it. But that's what they're doing, the same thing they did before. But he basically just coming out here just lying. Oh, gas prices $1.90. But he went off. Fox News was going off criticizing his stuff. He couldn't take it. Of course, he started tweeting and
Well, because I don't understand the tariffs on the movies. Is he trying to isolate us? What does he do? What?
He's saying like when they make a movie and they don't make it in the United States, tax it real heavy.
Right.
He want everything made here.
Yeah, but it isolates us from the rest of the world. They have a whole movie industry in India, Bollywood. They got one in Nigeria, Nollywood. Like, we're not going to have access to that because no one's going to ship anything over here because he's being ridiculous with the tariffs. I feel like he's isolating us. He's just a weirdo.
Himself. That's what he's doing.
I
can tell you he ain't going to make it. The American people, you'll see, he's not going to make it. He can keep doing all the stuff he's doing. All he's doing is hanging himself.
Yeah.
Digging a hole.
Yeah. And Sherelle, this one I think too. I think that you notice everything that he want to do, his reasons behind it, because it's a national security threat.
Mm-hmm.
From TikTok to tariffs now.
Yeah.
Like a movie.
Yeah.
How in the hell is that a threat to your national security? You see what I'm saying? When his defense, his Department of Defense, Pete Hegseth, he's the danger.
Yeah, yeah.
Using Signal, calling his girlfriends, the mama, probably calling Russia because he probably a traitor too, right? But then he want to come and lie to everybody. Oh, it's a threat to our national security. Then prices, reading down the receipt how much he's saving us, as if we these kind of fools like you didn't see your receipt when you went to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. He's out of control.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying he's out of control. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. That tape that you just seen, doesn't he look different?
I told you. I mean, you keep thinking he.
Did you think he looked different in that tape, Perry? Perry just showed.
He just looked higher than he usually be. Because they had an extra blood or something.
He looks like he's sick to me. He looks sick.
Well, he's high. He's too high. He does what that. You get too high. He's too high. They gave him too much.
But they say the presidency ages you. Everybody comes in looking younger, and then when they leave, they look older. But Trump looks sick to me. I don't know, the way he's standing there with his back hunched over, or is he just getting old?
He's just getting old.
He drank.
You think he drinks and takes,
Yeah, he takes shots. All of them took shots. I don't know about everybody, but most of them, take some kind of stimulant to help them along. I guess it's hard in the White House. You got so much to do.
I mean, I don't want y'all to look at him. He just looks sick to me, but whatever. We know he's sick in the mind. I don't know. Is he having?
It's gonna get worse, but
then worse than we're taxing movies now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying all he's gonna do is run his stuff. He's gonna get ran out of office for stupidity. Not that he's just gonna do something that they ain't gonna accept. The American people ain't gonna accept. Eventually. And once he starts doing all this stuff and people can't go to the stores, right? When Coca-Cola costs you $30, you have to put a pop in layaway. He's making stuff so crazy.
You mean you got to put soda on layaway?
Yeah, the way he's going, at the rate he's going.
Yeah.
No, for real though. I mean, we laughing, but the shit is sort of real.
Yeah, making it where people can't be homeowners. Everything is just sky high. I can't believe this is real. I feel like I'm watching a movie. Because at first I couldn't believe it. Now I just say, okay, what new day, new problem, because he has a different problem every damn day.
So here's Sheila, right? Remember I was saying that Jasmine, when he said some smart shit about Jasmine Crockett in the speech, Jasmine went to Twitter or whatever, and she started posting stuff. And she gave him this name. And in the words of Jasmine Crockett, diabolical, delusional, demented, dumb Don. That's what she called him. So when she talk about him, she'll say all these 5 words. I think it's 5. Diabolical, delusional, demented, dumb Don. And he can't take it. You know how he make a name for everybody?
Mm-hmm.
She made one for him.
Why did he try to act like he don't know Jasmine Crockett? You know who she is. And I'm scared he's going to make her a target next because he wants her to shut up because he's getting his little feelings hurt.
Well, they're already doing stuff in the background, like starting investigations and stuff on her, saying like campaign funds and just
say it again.
You know how they try to pull up dirt on you by try to investigate, saying that she been taking campaign funds and not using things the proper way. And the crazy part about it, just like you had these black people that went and voted for this jackass, they rolled with it. Yeah, Jasmine Crockett ain't shit. Well, she better than what the fuck you is, you Trump supporter.
I mean,
these black people get on my nerve with it, for real. I'm just,
They really do. Because have you noticed, and it's not just me, what is her name? Candace Owen did an interview with Jason Lee. She's trying to venture further into the black community. For what? Girl, we don't like you like that. What is Candace Owens trying to do, Perry?
I think she sold her soul, and then when she finally got kicked to the curb.
What do you mean? You think they stopped accepting her because she was a good token?
Yeah, matter of fact, that's exactly what she was, a token. They used her up, but he's in power. Nobody needs her no more. Fox don't even need her no more. Now we get, because now they got some other crazy blacks that'll take her place. But she was just token, polished girl. How she speaking stuff. This was the right one to set the black community straight.
Well, why is she trying to come back to us? We already kicked you out the group. You're not black no more.
Just like these black men, when they go out there and dog the black women out, when they get dogged, they run back. Now she a place without a home.
Yeah.
So now, in the last month, she probably done went to more black stations than she done went to in the last 8 years.
And she looks out of place, and we don't like her. And now she's trying to act like saying words like us. No, we kicked you out. You're not African American. You're other. So stay over there. I cannot stand Candace Owens. And now it's an insult that now you want to come crawling back because now they've turned on you. Stupid. She's stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty much how people get, though. Let's keep it real. I mean, because these same black people that was up Trump ass, like Pop said, it's gonna get worse. And people, let's keep it real. Me and my wife go, what? We just spent this at the grocery store for one meal?
Yeah.
It's about ready to keep getting worse and worse. And these little sellout blackies that voted for him gonna catch hell. And then they gonna want to run their ass back. Can I borrow $5? Hell no. That's what they're gonna get from me.
See, right now, a lot of black males is really not paying attention because they study working. They study because the warehouses in Ohio is booming. They study working and everything. But what they ain't realizing, once it trickle down, it's gonna trickle down to your ass too. When ain't no trucks coming in for you to unload. They don't. So eventually, the warehouse jobs going to do. Eventually, it's gonna just be a mess.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't got nothing to deliver, the truck driver jobs be going.
We ain't gonna have no fresh vegetables from Mexico.
I just said everything gonna be all messed up in a minute. We just at the tip of the iceberg. And he affected everything. But the better they do it, get it over with, the better for us. But they will never go back. These prices is not gonna go back. Stuff still gonna stay high long after this is over with.
Pop, we have had a 40% increase in residents from people moving from California. They cannot survive off of 2 incomes. And you're telling me this is the new norm? It's not going to go back down?
It never goes. History approved, from little time I've been, not a little time, but for long as I've been on Earth, whenever they up something, it ain't coming back down. When they up the gas, you see it ain't coming back down. And what they do, they use trick. If they say it would cost $3 at first, and it went up to $6. Okay, so then you get used to paying the $6. Then maybe it go up to $8. but it never go back to the $3. Always, they still making a big profit because it wasn't $8 to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So they always gonna make their profit and stuff. And all this stuff they're doing now is gonna go right back to the consumer, and people gonna get sick of it. Usually, it's gonna be a long hot
now.
And I see your point, Pops. I said I see your point, and you're right. Like, because once you're a customer paying $6 a gallon, they'll say, "Oh, some kind of something bad happened to the economy. We got the gas prices shot up to $8." They'll go ahead and skip $7 to go to $8.
Yeah.
And then when they say, "Okay, well, now we starting to create more gasoline in the United States," gas prices drop to $7. But what you saying, it never go back to the $6.
It never go back to the original.
The only thing stay steady is your
And
paycheck.
that's groceries too.
Yeah.
Food the same way. If eggs is well, it's real high now. I can't afford it, so I don't even know what the price is. But so eggs, they got it real high now. Eggs will never be what it was before it. You know, they might put $1 off, but they don't went so high with the eggs that it don't make no difference when they just take $1 off. You think you're getting a bargain. But eggs used to be $4. Now they're $6, and you so happy because they was $8 and they went back. They just play games.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, they just play. They hustle you. You know, and the people don't worry about nothing until it hits home. American people are real spoiled. So long as they ain't bothering me, I don't care. And even if I'm a little worried, look on TV and say, "Oh, look like they might go up on so and so. As long as it don't hit my house, we don't care." You know, until it hits home, until it's already up so high that you can't afford it. Now you want to march. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, just that's just life.
No, that's true. That's how I go. But then he'll come out here and just act like people gonna believe what he says. Oh yes, energy prices going down. Everything's going down. Food prices. But you get these people who don't even say, "Look, well, they'll try to correct them, sir. The food isn't going down. Fake news, fake news." And he'll run his little rich white ass to back to the White House because he got money and getting money by the tons. Him and his boys right now in these foreign countries getting money from these countries like Saudi Arabia and all that.
Yeah, he ain't gonna come out there broke. That's for sure.
You said that right. Not even with the crypto stuff that he's getting. He's getting paid for that.
Yeah.
So he's making hand over fist, and you would think he'll be sort of happy. But that's why I say sometimes racism runs so thick that he's making all this money. Don't give a damn about the Proud Boys of MAGA, but he like them kissing his ass. And so he's going to make them proud by getting rid of all the minorities, the Latinos, the Hispanics.
It goes deeper than that. You said racism goes deep. What about greed?
You greed too. Greed too. No, I agree. I mean, it's just crazy. And these other people don't see it. They act like they getting billions. No. His racist ass getting billions. What they going to be getting is a bigger bill next month or when they go to the grocery store. But then their racism so thick, they don't care because they figure, well, at least I can get me a half a dozen of eggs. At least these minorities are getting the hell out of my country. That's what they care about, right? It's all this white power. That's what I think.
Perry, when is Megan going to realize this affects them too?
When it start affecting them?
Well, it's soon. I mean, here in Vegas, the groceries have gone sky high. What about where you are, Pop? Is the grocery store? Yes.
In America, everywhere you go, so, but
all the young mothers that need to feed their newborn babies. I went to go get some formula for my son. It was $80 for formula. $80.
Yep.
No, for one of those big bottles, $80. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
No, the shit ain't no joke. I mean, it's so bad they have it secured, locked up.
Yeah.
You get to get assistance, and they ain't gonna let you walk into the counter. They gonna do it for you.
The price of baby formula. Can you believe it? They don't want us to feed the babies. It's
Well, you know,
insane.
it's something you got to buy, whether it's $80 or $8.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff like that. That's why they're being real specific when they raise the price of certain stuff. You know, but stuff you gotta have, they got you locked in. If you gotta have it, like medicine, you gotta have it.
Yeah.
So they can go sky high. Say penicillin was $8, now it's $20, $30. You gotta buy it.
And that's what's gonna happen when you say when shit gonna get rough. Because look, no matter how we shake it, we are human. We got to eat. We got to eat, right? So now your job ain't got to pay you no more money. Everything going up with your paycheck. So as this effect keep going down the road, you might last month barely had a chance to eat and pay all your bills. Next month, you're gonna be short on something, then you're gonna juggle it, right? And because the eating part, you can't get up. And if you have to drive to work, most places you do, all this shit is sucking up your paycheck. It's not going to be no money left for your mortgage or your rent. And maybe this the point where Pop's saying they might see it, but I don't know. I mean, I think some of them are so racist, they rather give up their house and see all the minorities gone. But that's just my thought. But let me go to this one last story I have just about, it's a short story too, about Trump. Now, everybody watched this. Everybody know the Pope died and last week. And then this meme came out with Trump dressed in a Pope outfit. He claims he didn't put it out there. And when asked about it, no, that's fake news, fake news. Grocery prices dropping, fake news, right? But he said that he had nothing to do with it. It must be AI. Somebody put it out there. But she said, sir, well, why did the White House publications publish it? And he didn't answer it. So he's saying it's fake, but who would think that shit is cute in the White House? Trump know he's lying. And let me play this clip.
Some Catholics were not so happy about the image of you looking like the Pope.
Oh, I see. You mean they can't take a joke? You don't mean the Catholics. You mean the fake news media. Not the Catholics loved it.
I'll stop it there. Now, he did catch this. I caught this part. Oh, they can't take a joke. So you was joking. It's not a joke if your ass didn't do it. But anyway, let's go ahead.
I had nothing to do with it. Somebody made up a picture of me dressed like the Pope, and they put it out on the internet. That's not me that did it. I have no idea where it came from. Maybe it was AI, but I know nothing about it. I just saw it last evening. Actually, my wife thought it was cute. She said, "Isn't that nice?"
My question about
Actually, I would not be able to be married, though. That would be a lot. I'd have to the best of my knowledge, popes aren't big on getting married, are they? Not that we know of. No. I think it's the fake news media that, they're fakers.
My question, though, sir, was about the fact that it was put out on the White House account, even though it was AI generated, it was a joke, it was a meme. Does it at all diminish the substance of the official White House account to have it go out on that particular channel?
Give me a break. It was just somebody did it in fun. It's fine. Have to have a little fun, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Is it supposed to be funny? Why would he do?
Funny?
He thinks it's funny. Does he have something to get Catholics? Because remember when he went to that Catholic church and the nun was trying to talk to him and then he berated her?
All racism, most of them don't like Catholics.
There's another group of people they don't like. Why don't they like the Catholics?
I don't know, but they don't. The white separate, what do you call them? The people to the right or the left?
Far right.
Yeah, the far right, they don't like Catholics either.
Oh my God.
They just like Christians.
Protestants and stuff like that. That's crazy.
Like that.
Oh my God.
A lot of people, a lot of races, a lot of white race don't like Catholics.
Really?
They're not in the mainstream.
I didn't know that. That's insane.
I mean, because Catholics, isn't that really, well, like say Latino people, like isn't it big in Mexico, or is that Christian?
Yeah,
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
mostly all
right? Okay,
mostly all Mexicanos are Catholic. Yeah.
okay, yeah. No, well, I was thinking that, but
Yeah,
Trump
that
don't give
is.
a damn about the
But Trump,
Catholics,
but I'm saying, but
Christians. He just
the,
use them.
the people to the far right don't like Catholic either. They don't like nothing. Don't like blacks. Don't like Catholics.
They're an angry group.
They don't
That's
like
what they
nobody.
are. They hate everybody. That's
I call them
insane.
Trump soldiers. That's his
Yeah,
army.
but I mean, Trump don't care. And look, he ain't Christian. He ain't Catholic. He's basically he's a felon. Let's keep it real. Because if he liked them so much, then he would follow some kind of rules. He don't even want to follow our Constitution.
No,
He don't
he
give a
has
shit
to be
about
of some
America,
faith.
Catholics, Christians. Definitely don't give a damn about minorities. But go ahead.
You don't think he's of any faith? Like it, even if you don't.
If cheating was a faith, yes.
No, I meant like he's probably Protestant or something like that. I don't know. He's
No.
German, so I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
If you looking up at Hitler,
Yeah,
who
no.
would you say he is?
The atheist.
Exactly. That's the person you admired. So I don't see nothing that represent any kind of religion.
That's true.
Constant cheater,
Yeah,
constant liar.
yeah.
And he doing all this, I mean, trying to be tough and want the world to recognize him when he walking around with Huggies on. And I'm not joking, it's just a sad thing. And they ain't even slowed him down from being racist.
Well, who told that he had the Huggies on?
Huh? I'm talking about, well, he got to wear adult Pampers. He can't
Yeah, I'm
hold his
saying,
bladder.
who said it?
Oh, I read it somewhere.
Oh,
You notice how
Oh
he
no,
walked
it's true. I looked it up.
Why you think when that they stayed in the White House, when his wife was there, they stayed in separate rooms. He was on the second, she was on the third. She ain't got time to babysit his funky ass.
So they say that as you get older, it's harder to hold your bladder and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
I know I'm old.
And so they say he doesn't know how to hold his bladder. Like he's old. He's older than you. And so they say he wears like not Pampers, but like adult.
I know the big.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, how old is he again?
79.
79, yeah.
Oh,
79.
Oh, somebody said it's depends.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's not a pamper. It's like just like a little. I don't know. I hope I don't have to wear one.
A big boy.
Huh?
Big people can't Pampers.
Yeah, like that's what they say. And I mean, he's the president, but he's still human. And the older you get, the more ailments you get. It's crazy.
And I only call him Huggies Pop because if he can walk around with his old racist ass and be childish, so can I. And he tried to demean everybody around him. Like he's something great with his. I mean, I don't even want to walk past and sniff him. It's bad.
I'm sure he doesn't smell like Pete all the time, but he might have had a couple accidents.
I've heard people when they stuck there, these long conventions and stuff, talked about his smell. Maybe that's why he's so angry. I don't know, but either way.
It sounds mean, like Perry's just being mean, keeps talking about it, but it's a true condition that, I don't think there's nothing you can do about it too, that you can't hold your bladder when you get older.
Yeah, and trust me, and it's not for people who necessarily have to wear them. I'm not laughing at the situation because unfortunately people do have to go through there and wear these things. He's such an asshole.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to care about him when he don't give a damn about nobody else but him and his daughter. And I don't really think he cared too much about the wife, but he just know that he got to keep her around for a little bit. Damn. That's my thought. But I wonder if anything we missed, because that's about all. Like it was sort of a slow news day.
I just looked this up. They said a comedian named Noel. I don't know his name. Some comedian that was on The Apprentice said that he's seen him in the adult Pampers and that he has hygiene issues. Oh,
It
damn.
looked like that. Remember, he always had an orange shit on his face.
Oh, Bill Ramsey confirmed it. So I guess they were around him. Damn. I don't want to be disrespectful. Just damn. That's all I got to say. Over bladder. Oh, is there medication for it? Okay, he needs it.
Right, and that's the whole thing. And it's not to laugh about the illness, but he's causing so much destruction.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
Not respecting other people, like human lives. No sympathy for nobody else. Sending people to El Salvador just being racist, huh?
Somebody in the chat said, damn, he's been stinking since The Apprentice. That's what they're saying. Let's talk about something else. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, I know. We got sort of stuck on it, but
it's crazy. I'm not laughing because I never know what's gonna happen to me the older we get. We don't know.
There go LeVar trying to get you going.
I will not. I'll be a senior citizen next year, y'all. So I'm trying to like.
Well, yeah, no. I'm not like the type, but I'm saying for him to act like he above it all, he's better. Act like he smell better than other people. Sir, you don't. Now, there's a reason why your wife can only hug you for about 30 seconds, and she got to get 2 rows back to get some fresh air.
If that's true, that could be another reason why Melania has her own bedroom.
Well, yeah, that too. And I'm not going to go too far because, this is the other thing I wanted to mention too. And I've seen it and I meant to try to find some clip on it because I like to have some kind of evidence. But now he's trying to take CBS credentials, their news license away. What? I hope I'm saying it right. Basically, like you got to have some kind of network license to put on the news. He's trying to silence people's speech, even the news people. You notice how Joy Reid got fired? And then most of these big networks, when they sell them this network to that network, it got to go through the president, right, to get his approval. Mm-hmm. That's why he can make these demands. If you want to sell it to this other billionaire, whatever, then you get to do these things. That's why old girl got fired, Joy Reid.
Right. I knew about that, but I thought they did it because she was a minority. You're saying that he's trying to silence.
Now he's trying to act like CBS, where he's trying. To me, I took it that he basically trying to shut it down, and that they can't do it because now he can only invite who he want to the White House briefings, and then they'll select who they want.
When did that happen?
This has been going on for the last 2 or 3 weeks with him selecting people. Networks are fighting back. Then he invites somebody in, but he's going to direct who he choose to answer questions to, and that would be Fox, the kiss ass group. But Sheila said, diaper rash or painful. That's right.
Not it diaper rash, Sheila. That's crazy. He really is trying to silence the media, and it's gonna work. Everything else he's done is work. When you fire people because they are covering a story, it makes other people scared because they don't want to get fired. So he keeps trying to censor the media. I mean, if he knew the diaper story was out, he'd censor that.
He'll say fake news, fake news. Yeah. Fake news. And the only people who truly know it's not fake is the people who got to inhale it. So I'm trying to think what else happened. But I think that's about it. But I'm sure, and I'm sure the people in the chat that it'll be something probably to talk about tomorrow. If not tomorrow, damn sure the next day. Because he can't control himself. He can't control his bladder. He can't control his ignorance, stupidity, none of it. Damn. Just a straight up asshole that these people picked to be their president. That we the laughing stock of the world. Mm-hmm. On top of that, everybody not ready to be broke.
He's trying to challenge their license. He says that the Federal Communications Commission should challenge the license of such broadcasters. However, the FCC and the independent agency has affirmed that they will not revoke the license just yet. Oh, he's trying to get their license. Oh my goodness, Perry.
If you ain't kissing his ass.
He's trying to run the news station for ABC, a major network here in the United States, off the air. He wants to take their broadcasting license. This is insane. I'm done.
Yeah, and then there was something else too. It was something, but I got to do some more research on it because I'm just browsing different things. It was something like he's trying to pass these bills where executive orders where he could use the police, the military. That's the shit dictators do.
Yeah.
For certain things, like for ICE operations and different shit like that. But I want to make sure I try to read the executive order just to make sure. But it's all kind of stuff that's happening. And then, like Pop said a long time ago, even when they throw this stuff out there, it's a whole bunch of shit in the closet that they ain't talking about. Something bigger and crazier that they're working on. They just throw this shit out there to give us, to throw us off while they do some more devious shit in the dark.
I think we're so jaded that, you know, we need to laugh. LeVar talk about don't kiss his ass. From what I hear, it ain't fresh. I can't. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Perry.
So, and that's pretty much it. And people, please give the video a like. It'll help us in the algorithm. And let me know what you guys think. What is his intentions on rebuilding Alcatraz? And then don't stop there. Let me know who he planned on sending there. and don't just stop at Latinos or Mexicans. Don't stop there. I want to know the real. Let's keep it real in that chat. Who he planned on sending there? And he probably gonna start trying to send them over there faster without building it up because we don't got to have amenities. That's how he look at it. Only his little rich, proper family get the nice shit.
Yeah.
We don't get nothing.
Well, listen to this, Perry. I'm reading the chat real quick. I won't interrupt anymore. Have you heard about the military parade next month? Please do that tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he was talking about. They started to make plans because it's 250-year anniversary, then his birthday. See, that's the shit Hitler did. And he was so impressed when the fool in North Korea did it.
Yeah.
You know, now he want to spend $10 million of doing that, but he's supposed to be saving money while we can't even afford gas and groceries.
Yeah.
But Pops, anything before we get out of here?
No, he just getting away with murder right now because they ain't really hit the people. I mean, one thing to talk about it is another thing when he put it in action. It's another thing when you really ain't got no money and no job or nothing. But right now, everything's mostly in the talking stage, except for the upper middle that he did, you know. And if he would have did upper middle, if he would have just did the middle class people, the regular working people, they wouldn't say nothing. But because he did them, now they all up in arms. But they don't say nothing when he do the minorities. They don't stand up and march. Some do, but not enough. So, you know, so now they all wear the blacks hat. You know, we coming, but right now we got checks. When the checks run out, we'll be there.
So Aquarius MC says, hit the like button, y'all. Bye for now. Great show, Perry, Pops, and Sherelle. Later, Aquarius, and thanks. Please hit that like button. It helps us out in the algorithm. And thanks for all the support. You guys showing up, watching these things is giving us a forum to just talk about the craziness that's going on in D.C. You know, that's affecting everybody's life in every state, damn near in every country. But Sherelle, anything, Pops?
Nope.
So,
I'm through.
Are you good? All right, everybody. So thanks for watching. Until the next show, probably tomorrow or the next day. And till then, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.